Hello and welcome to Community Connections here at SCAN. My name is Tom Hayes. I'm Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas and your host for today's program. And we have some wonderful guests with us today. We have Joyce Delguercio, who is from Homestead Run, and she does a lot there from what I understand, and also a homeowner, Maria Deluca. So welcome to the show. We appreciate your being here with us today.
Thank you.
How's everything going?
Good. Everything's going wonderful. Thank you for the opportunity of letting us be on your show.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Our viewers like to learn about what's going on in the community and learn about the different organizations and the different places that are out there in this area. So it's a pleasure having you here. So Homestead Run, tell us a little bit about Homestead Run.
Okay, well, Homestead Run, we're an adult community. We are located on 75 acres. We have 461 homes nestled in that area.
Nice.
We are right alongside the northwest branch of the Toms River.
Excellent.
The park was started development in 1970. And we have one area that we're developing now. We're almost finished with development, which is actually next door to Marie. Yes. And it's named Byron Court after one of the founders, the original partners of Homestead Run, Byron Katzis, who's the owner of Crossroads Realty. He has since passed away.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful park. Lovely people work there. We have lots of amenities and very easy to get to.
So you said you currently have how many homes?
461 homes.
And how many are going to be added?
8 more.
8 more.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So we're taking reservations on the new lots. There's 3 left. So we're
moving fast, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. And they're going to be next door to you, Maria.
Yes,
so
they are.
Are you going to be the welcoming committee when the folks come in?
I'm very involved, so probably.
Yes,
I
good.
do all the photography for the newsletter, for the Women's Charity Group, and the social group. So
Excellent.
it's a great community, and it's a lot of fun.
That's excellent. That's great. And you said, and I know it's in Manchester, or it's
we're in Toms
River on the border of
Manchester. On the
Manchester.
border of Manchester.
Gotcha.
And right alongside the northwest branch of the Toms River, which has fishing. The county stocks. So there's you can do fishing there also.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's great. So, like, if somebody wanted to buy a unit in your location, how would they go about doing that?
Well, we have a couple of different ways. People find out about us mostly through referrals. People that live there or have lived there always have wonderful things to say about us. And that's our number one way of getting people in. We also are on the internet. We have our own website, homesteadrun.com.
Okay.
And anybody that emails or sends requests, I do get back to them on a daily basis to let them know what we have available. Our office is open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5. We encourage people to come in at their convenience. You don't need to make an appointment. And we have a brochure that we like to give to our people that request it that does tell a little bit about Homestead Run and what's available in new homes, pre-owned homes, and the different things that the community has to offer.
Great. And now, how are these homes built? I know we were talking a little bit about that.
Right, they are built in, they're manufactured in a very controlled atmosphere. So as opposed to a home that's built on a site that's subject to the wind and the rain and Mother Nature's mood swings. They're built and they're ready to go from the factory. They're delivered, they're put on an axle, and they're brought in to their site. Our maintenance crew, which does an excellent job, they're very experienced, and they then set the home up. From the time that you would order a home to actually being able to move in, it's probably about a 6-month process. We also have many inspections through the township, so that sometimes holds us up a little bit, but a 6-month is a good leeway time.
Gotcha. And so folks that are building them new, are there different models they can choose from? Or
there are certain different models. They have the option of choosing their color. I mean, we have we try to keep in the natural colors to keep in like the country-like atmosphere that we have.
Right.
But they can choose different upgrades inside the house, granite countertops, islands in the kitchen. There's a lot of options that they have.
Nice.
Right. That's great. And then folks obviously can sell their existing units.
Exactly.
Right. So you have.
Right. And they have the option. They can either sell it through our office. They can sell it through a realtor, or they can do private sales themselves. We do all the closings in our office, though.
Oh, good.
So we make sure that all the title is clear, and we are registered through the motor vehicle. New Jersey Motor Vehicle keeps a tab on every single home.
Right.
So there's always a clear title.
Gotcha. That's interesting. That's great too. And if people were interested in needed financing, do you offer financing or help with that in some way?
Right. I do have a lot of information from different companies that do financing.
Gotcha.
The VA, I just most recently found out that they are now doing homes. Previously, we were advised that if they didn't own the property, because it is a land lease park, so you own the home, but you lease the property.
Okay.
Okay, and with the property, the lease, when you're paying your monthly lease, it includes your real estate taxes, the pickup and recycling of your garbage and recycling. We have a nice swimming pool there, a community clubhouse, a game room, a lot of activities, which Marie is very active with all that.
That's
Yeah.
great. And those activities are enjoyable, I would imagine?
So we just had a senior prom on Saturday night. It was my third senior prom with my husband.
Wow.
And it was a real senior prom.
Yeah, that's great. That's a lot of fun, huh?
It's a lot of fun, and you could go on Facebook, and when I take pictures, I ask people if they're okay with me putting them on Facebook, and I have them pick out the picture they like the best and put it on, and so everybody can share and what's going on. And with the Women's Charity Group, we raise a lot of money for charity.
Nice.
So we actually have our own site on Facebook called the Homestead Run Women's Charity Club, and if anybody would want to know what the charities that we support or how they could help, they could go on there and find out.
Excellent. That's great. That's nice, and it's nice that you help out the way you do and taking the photographs and all that.
We're so happy there. We want to give back.
Yeah, that's nice.
It just perpetuates itself.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's nice to be in a nice community where it's active and there are things to do and people can enjoy each other and be human, right? I mean, we spend so much time working and taking care of families and all that you get to a point in life it's nice to just relax and enjoy people.
I agree. And the nice thing is, even some people may not want to be part of the activities. If you walk around, people stop and talk to you. Sometimes I have to go back because they want to give me vegetables, or and it's like, wait, let me get my car.
That's great.
So it's a friendly community.
Well, that's a good little point, though. So people can have little gardens and all that on their property and stuff too. Then that's nice. That's great.
And we're also one of the reasons that Marie and Joe found us a good fit was because they're also pet friendly.
Yes. We were in Pennsylvania and never thought we'd come to Jersey. My husband went online and did a search of an hour. We didn't want to be any further than an hour from our kids and grandkids.
Okay.
Had to be pet friendly. And Joyce was online at the same time as my husband. They connected. We came down. She showed us our home. We bought it, and we've been happy ever since.
Nice.
We're there 4.5 years now.
Wow, very good, very nice.
Very nice residence.
And your senior prom, out of curiosity, was that held on the premises, or
Yes, at the clubhouse.
So you have the clubhouse there too, which is
nice. It was
nice.
Hollywood Oscar night. It was great.
Wonderful.
Night at the Oscars.
That's great.
And we had a red carpet and beautiful decorations. Our property manager, Renee McNally, and our activities director, Kara Kessler, they transformed the clubhouse into a Hollywood night.
Isn't that fun?
It was beautiful.
That's great.
So Homestead Run runs events. The social club, they're going to have the Legends event on
Jukebox Legends.
Jukebox, the end of August. So they run affairs for people. And then the Women's Charity Group does their stuff too. So there's always something going on every month.
Now, are any of those events just open to the public, or is it just for the group?
Everything is open to the
nice.
public.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So you can invite other people in that don't necessarily live there, but they can come and have fun.
Yes.
We also have there are newsletter. Oops,
Go ahead. I was just going to show this. This is I took these pictures at a Women's Charity Group
Okay.
meet and greet some of the charities that we are sponsoring, and then I turn them to Joyce, and then she picks them out and puts them in.
And we put in our monthly newsletter, and then we have our activities calendar on the back also.
Nice.
So we do also hand these out. We have bingo every Monday night.
I love
And
that.
Wednesday now.
And most Wednesdays, depending on what if the hall is booked for anything.
Yeah.
And the people love it. I mean, we have people from other communities come over. to take advantage of the events that we have. It's a lovely community.
Bingo is a draw, isn't it?
It's a big draw. It's always packed.
Yeah.
It's amazing on Monday nights.
That's
We
fun.
also
It's
have-
kind of social, but it's also you get the chance to win something, so it's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
And then we have a few of the local rehabilitation centers that come over, and they also do a free bingo once a month, so that they in turn get their information out in the event that
Sure.
you need that service after some medical procedure. So
Right.
that works out very well, and they bring their gifts for their
Gotcha.
bingo winners.
It's funny because I know we do a speakers bureau at the gas company. We have a game called Energy Lingo, and it's
Oh.
like a bingo game, but it's
Yeah.
you know, and we have prizes and things like that. So I'll have to get our person in touch with you guys.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
They come out and speak at a lot of different topics and have different games to play and things like that.
Right.
So
Oh, that's-
you never know, right?
We're always
Could be-
looking for new things.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So now, when you like, I know you mentioned a little bit before about like, you know, homeowners currently will talk to other folks that then become buyers and all
Right.
that. But do you do other things to attract buyers to to
Besides it,
Homestead?
when we run a lot of the internet sites, the Home Relocation Magazine is another one that we get a lot of people. That's one that when you're in your food shop store, like the
Right.
card.
Okay.
So we get a lot of calls from there to get more information. And in the past about 4 years now that we've been doing rentals also on select homes.
Okay.
They're homes that Homestead Run itself owns.
I see.
And we do rentals on those, and we're comparable to other rentals in the area.
So we talked a little bit about some of the amenities like the clubhouse and all that, but can you just run through kind of a list of what those amenities are?
Sure. Besides the clubhouse that we have, so if someone there wants to rent it for a party or something, we also have a kitchen where they can warm. They can't cook in the kitchen, but they can warm up their food and
Okay.
use that as a prep area. We have a game room downstairs with pool tables, card tables,
Yeah, it's nice.
darts, shuffleboard. And
Wow.
then we have outside, we have a horseshoe pit, shuffleboard outside also for the outdoor activities, and a beautiful swimming pool. So
That's great.
Actually, yesterday we had the YMCA is doing a 6-week aerobics class.
Ah, is that right?
So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we try to do.
They're
things.
great folks at the YMCA.
My husband loves his pool because we used to have a pool, but he used to have to take care of it.
Yeah,
Now we just show
you
up,
just show
and you
up
feel
to-
like you're at a resort.
Yeah,
with
right.
the way it's all set up. It's
Yeah,
great.
that is great. And again, I admire you for taking advantage of those amenities because
Oh.
you know there's a lot of places out there and they have those sorts of things, but sometimes you wonder who really uses them and all that. But it makes perfect sense to use them and enjoy them, and
Yeah.
you know it keeps you active and
Yes.
healthy and social. So that's great.
Also, in our game room, we do offer free Wi-Fi for our homeowners. So if they, everybody's not hooked up to the
Right.
Wi-Fi, so they can come in and we'll give them the password in there. They
Right.
can sit there and go online.
That's great because, as you said, not everybody has it, and it's not cheap to have internet access and all that sort of thing
No.
in your home and all that. So it's nice that you would have a location where they could go and do some internet work or
Yeah.
Skype with their family or whatever it might be, right? So
Yeah.
that's
And
great.
it's a nice place to walk, to take a walk. You could take a long walk, and it's just it's comfortable.
And safe and comfortable
safe,
and
yes.
relaxing
and then
and beautiful.
the woods
right?
are right there, so if you
Nice.
want to get in touch with nature, that's right there too.
Right.
And all the homes that we again walking through there, we have sidewalks and driveways
Yes.
and off-street parking for all the homes. So it's nice and comfortable. You're not like searching for a parking spot because you can park right outside your home.
Right. So that's great, and it's you're not too far from everything with Tom's River and all those sorts of things, so which is great. Now, if people wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get in contact with
Okay,
you?
you can call our office directly at 732-370-2300. And that
Okay.
will come right into our office.
Okay.
The internet, homesteadrun.com.
Perfect.
There's a link on there that you can, go into that link, and I will get back to you personally.
Great.
To give you some information.
Excellent.
And those are probably the best ways, or just stop in. Like I said, you don't need an appointment. We're open. The only day that we're closed is Sunday.
Okay.
And 9 to 5, we're there.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank you both, Joyce and Marie, for your
Thank
time
you.
with us. It's very good to learn about wonderful locations like yours, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Okay,
Thank
great.
And I hope
so
I get
much.
invited to a prom.
Okay,
There you go.
all right, Tom.
All right. and
Or
to-
New Year's
to our-
Eve party.
Yes. And to our viewers, we just want to say thank you for being with us. We're going to break for a commercial, and we'll have you come right back after that. All right.
The Save Green project provides New Jersey Natural Gas customers with rebates and financing options up to $19,000 for energy efficiency upgrades and whole house solutions to help you offset energy costs and save money. You can use these incentives to replace your HVAC system, water heating, and improve the comfort of your home with proper insulation. Plus, by participating in an eligible Save Green program, you can receive a free Ecobee 4 smart thermostat valued at $249. We've helped over 49,000 customers invest in energy efficiency upgrades to save money and improve the comfort and value of their homes. To find out how the Save Green team can help you, call 877-455-NJNG or visit savegreenproject.com.
Hello and welcome back to Community Connections. Again, I'm your host, Tom Hayes, and I'm joined for our second wonderful segment by Barry McManaman, who's the mobility consultant for Family Resource Network. And Barry, it's great to have you with us.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. So tell us a little bit about the Family Resource Network. What is that about?
Well, the Family Resource Network started back in 1970 by our CEO, and it was originally just Epilepsy Services of New Jersey. Which started by a few courageous people sitting around a kitchen together, and over the years we kind of grew the people that we were looking to help. And so in 2004 we affiliated ourselves as the Family Resource Network to encompass all of the different people that we were helping, everyone from epilepsy to autism and kind of everything in between.
Wow. So the affiliates are those two, and
there's a couple of others.
Okay.
So the Family Resource Network does provide direct services to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay.
And then we've added a couple of other affiliates. We have Autism Family Services, which provides behavioral therapy and after-school services and a scholarship opportunity for individuals with autism. We still have the Epilepsy Services of New Jersey, which is obviously providing programs and services for families that are living with epilepsy.
Sure.
We also have the Family Support Center of New Jersey, which is really a resource. We manage a database where you can get information on national, state, and local levels for services and programs. We also do webinars and training opportunities as well. And then we also have Caregivers of New Jersey, which provides networking for seniors, as well as some support coordination with individuals that have budgets through the state's Division of Developmental Disabilities.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, we have over 50 different programs that we run. It can be pretty overwhelming.
Right, that's incredible though. That's great, and it started in 1970.
Yes, it did.
Wow, that's great. That's a nice long history, but it's nice to hear that you've grown from your initial purpose and kind of expanded to help more and more over time, which is that's to be commended.
Absolutely. The mission to help people has always been the same. We just found that we needed to kind of expand that just due to the people that we were helping.
Right. Okay. So those are your affiliates. Those are the types of things you're doing. What other kind of services do you provide?
Well, we've got a health section, which is there's a Get Fit program, which is classes to help people stay active, as well as wellness coaching and nutritional education. We have an employment section, EDGE, which is employment development, guidance, and engagement for the blind and visually impaired.
Wow.
We have under that still we also have Getting to Work, which is employment services that's funded through the New Jersey Commission for the Blind and Visually Impaired, as well as New Jersey's Division of Developmental Disabilities and the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation.
Wow. Okay.
We do all kinds of different things with direct supports. We have some getaways, hotel respite for families. We run a summer camp. And kind of when people tell me about are asking me about all the different things, I try to direct them to our website, which is thefamilyresourcenetwork.org, and that allows you to really kind of fine-tune your search, find out what you're looking to do. If you're looking to donate or volunteer or get information about one of our events, that's kind of the go-to place that we've set up for everybody to kind of reach out to.
Right. Just out of curiosity, roughly how many employees are involved with the organization?
All the way from top to bottom, I believe there's over 200.
Wow. And you have different locations throughout the state?
Yes, we currently have 4 different locations. We have a small office in Barrington. We have another office in the Shore area in Brick.
Nice.
Our main office is in Trenton. And then we have an office up north in Parsippany as well.
Right. Wow. That's excellent. I mean, it's amazing how many services you just rattled off and the, different types of things you do. I had no idea the breadth of what the Family Resource Network really gets into.
Absolutely. And it's hard to keep track of all of those, which is, again, why I kind of point everybody out to the website.
Yeah, no, that's great. Those websites are phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really a great thing. That's, sometimes you question what the internet, good and bad, but things like these websites, that's really very helpful.
I agree.
A lot of good information there, which is great. So tell me more about the Family Resource Network's mobility programs.
Okay, so FRN Mobility, we have 2 components of mobility. One that is managed through, again, New Jersey's Division of Developmental Disabilities for individuals that receive services through them. And then what we noticed was we were receiving an increased amount of people that maybe didn't fall under that were still looking for assistance with mobility. So when people reach out to me, we schedule a visit to go out to their home. We do have kind of an array of products, stair lifts, ramps, platform lifts, things like that to make the house more accessible. And that's currently kind of done privately funded, paid for by the people who need that. But when we go out to go into the home to look at those items, we also talk to them about maybe some easy solutions that would really help them make their home safer that maybe they hadn't realized. Something as small as moving an area rug out of the way if somebody has a walker, that less of a chance of them tripping over that, or getting some traction pads for their bathtub. Maybe they can get in and out of the bathtub, but the bottom gets slippery. So there could be some simple solutions there that we kind of look at as well.
That's great. And you service the entire state pretty much?
Yeah, we try and focus on Monmouth and Ocean County.
Okay.
But I would never turn down somebody who lived in a different area just because of location.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. And there's most of those services you talked about are available in the Monmouth Ocean County area?
Yes.
Again, it varies. The website is the place to go to find out exactly what's available in your area, right?
Certain services, just depending on the needs and where we're finding the most need for a service, maybe in one county or the other, but the website is a great place to go.
Okay. Now, when we talked about the mobility program, I reference it as Family Resource Mobility, but you called it FRN. Do you use the acronym, like the initials, more often, or just so we all understand like how best to find you?
Yes.
Sort of
So we are obviously the Family Resource Network, and definitely for the mobility, I abbreviate that to FRN Mobility. Okay. Absolutely.
Okay. I just want to make sure that sometimes I'm used to calling an organization by its full name, and somebody say, "Oh, we really changed it to, like ARC, for example, it's just ARC now." So
absolutely.
So I just want to make sure I don't want to put I don't want to be saying something that's not as correct as you would like it to be. That's
absolutely.
all.
I appreciate that.
Because you're our guest and we want to make sure you're happy. So events. You mentioned a little bit about events. So do you do events throughout the year that are like fundraisers and getting our clients involved, all those kinds of things?
Absolutely. And again, a great place to go is the website again, but we hold different events throughout the year. So earlier in the year, we have an event called Paint the Pony Purple. They go to the Stone Pony.
Right.
And they have a lineup of live bands, really, really good time. We also, towards the summertime, we run our golf event. I believe this last year's was our 42nd year running the New Jersey Golf Classic.
Okay.
We have a Camp Nova that runs typically around the end of July through August, and that is for individuals with epilepsy and other developmental disabilities. They go up to Sussex County. They stay at an overnight camp. There's arts and crafts, boating, fishing, all of those things.
That's wonderful.
We have Autism Beach Bash, which is typically in September, and that's a real big event. It's actually one of the biggest events of its type in the state, and we do a 5K run kind of in the October range. So throughout the year, there's a ton of different things going on.
That's great. So it's So it's nice because, again, that sounds like a mixture of fundraisers, as well as events for your clients, and all, like the
Absolutely.
camp and things like that, right?
Absolutely.
Which is wonderful. So about how many, is it mostly youth that go to the camp, kids?
Yeah, well, the camp itself is typically young adults.
Okay.
The beach bash is pretty much open to
Everybody. Gotcha.
And there are several thousand people that show up at Belmar Beach to do that event.
That's
and
great.
It's quite an undertaking to just get the lifeguards and safety crews and everybody out there, but it ends up being absolutely wonderful.
It's spectacular.
Absolutely.
And the paint the pony purple. I know I've seen that. I think we even helped sponsor that.
It's possible, absolutely.
But that's all bands and all, and that goes to the Family Resource Network, or a particular
goes to
arm of the.
Most of the events that we run like that are just under the Family Resource Network, even if it's centered more towards epilepsy, because Paint the Pony Purple, purple is an epilepsy, the color for epilepsy. So, some of that stuff is kind of interchangeable in that everything still falls under the Family Resource Network.
Right, okay. And is it safe to expect that if you go to that event at the Pony that you'll be singing?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You're going to be singing.
you like to keep the people in the room, is that the idea?
We'll try and entertain the people, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I usually say for myself, I come on when they're trying to clear the place out at the end of the night.
That would be myself
saying,
as well.
then we could be a duet then.
Absolutely.
That's
the lights
great.
come on in the end of the show.
Help, let us out, my ears are bleeding. Yeah, I got you. But that sounds wonderful. And now, how long have you been with the organization yourself?
I've been with the organization since 2011, so
Nice.
it's been a long time. And my primary purpose with them is I work as what's called a support coordinator for Caregivers of New Jersey, which again is one of the affiliates. I do the FRN mobility as well, but support coordination's where I kind of cut my teeth and really kind of got into things, and that's where we help families that have budgets, again through New Jersey's Division of Developmental Disabilities. We help them manage those budgets. We help them find the services, agencies, supports that they are looking for. We monitor those families on a month-to-month basis.
Right.
We also visit them quarterly to ensure that they don't have any services that we haven't identified that we need to add, or that the services that we have identified and that they're receiving are being presented to them in the appropriate manner.
Gotcha. Now, if you run across a client that needs services that you don't necessarily provide yourselves, would you help them get those services through another organization, those sorts of things?
Absolutely. As a support coordinator, we don't provide any direct services.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why we always have families look at the website, because certain areas where we provide those direct services, we don't provide support coordination, and vice versa. So absolutely our responsibility is to be what we call person-centered, which
Right.
is about the person and their needs and their hopes and their dreams, and helping fulfill those with whatever services are available where they're at by any agency.
That's great. Are most of these programs like income eligible type programs, or they just need, like based on their issue, or a combination?
Yes, for the support coordination piece, they have to be eligible for DDD services, which is about having a developmental disability. And there are also some financial parameters, mostly tied to supplemental security income from Social Security.
Okay.
And those details could definitely be found on New Jersey's Division of Developmental Disability website.
Sure. Well, I want to tell you, I appreciate your time. There's an awful lot information you gave us and our viewers, so we appreciate that. And I can't believe our time is up already.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much for being here, Barry. We appreciate it.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you to our viewers. We appreciate it and hope you come back soon.